Hello, folks. So, this is part 23 of Upgrade Uptime Kuma from V1 to V2. So, I'm actually trying to add status page. So, in V2, there is this thing called add status page. I think in V1 also there might be one. Yes, add the new status page, and then only you can add all the monitors to it by doing a save status page. So for add status page, I think you need the slug title theme icon, and that's it. I think. Just a minute. Slug title theme is auto. They just take it as auto and icon. Okay, so I just need the slug and title to for add status page. So let me just get that started. So I'll just add it as you know to so I'll make this small. Oops. I think to lowercase, transform to lowercase. Okay, cool. So with that, what is this? Oh, okay. It folds. I think it's a fold thing command. Command K, command L. Seems like it. Fold level. Fold level 1, 2, 3. Roll all. Let's set selected. Block commands. Option command. Okay. Option command. Interesting. Cool. And command K, command 1, command K, command 2. Oops. Fold level. Command 3. Command K, command 3 is yeah. Cool. I'll just open this up. Oops. Unfold. I think unfold all is command K, command 0. No, command K, command L. No, command K, command J. Yes. Unfold all, right? So command K, command J. Cool. So we have the slug in the title. Let's add this to get the status pages. And the next thing to do is basically save the status page, right? So I'll have this ready here. And actually in save status page you need a lot of stuff. So for example, you need so in the config you need slug, title, description, logo, auto refresh interval, theme and all that. Okay. So let's get started and look at that. So here so we had ID. So we don't need the ID, of course. We need description, icon, theme. Okay. So theme we can just say auto for now. I think. Publish true, show tags false. Okay. Let me just take this up. Let me remove the Yeah, so I'll just take this up, JavaScript object, and format document. Okay, this is not formatting. Okay. Oh, it took it as command key JavaScript. Okay, took it as YAML, but anyways, YAML also supports this kind of format without double quotes and all that. But JSON doesn't. JSON will give error. You have to put double quotes on the left. Click on the keys. Cool. So here we have icon. We have theme. Theme I can just put it as auto for now. I think logo theme auto refresh interval. Okay. So auto refresh interval I've put as 60 for now. Instead of 5 minutes, I've put 1 minute. Um, and custom CSS I've kept it empty for now. And domain name list for now I think I'm gonna go ahead and like keep it as empty. Um, I think I'm just gonna keep it as empty for now. So let's just get that away. Show tags false. I wonder what show tags is all about. Um, However, we don't use tags, so I think it's fine. Um, Edit status page. We have show powered by. We don't have it. Show certificate expiry, and that's it. So I think we can just have it as auto, and show tags is false. Then publish is going to be true. Do you need published actually? I think we don't need published because it's published. It's automatically put in. I think. So search engine index password. Okay. Let me go here and stay in the call. So status page publish. Migrate new status page. Okay, this is like for the migration. So not. So if it's undefined or null, then it will become like false or something. Not a false is true. Not true is false. If it's true, then false, true. Okay. If it's undefined or null, then it will be not of that is true and not of true is false. Okay. Cool. Is published. Okay. So I don't know. I don't know if this config. Anyways, not null. Default is 1. Okay, so there is a default, so it's always going to be true for now. I think. So yeah, for now I'll leave this. So I'll remove this off. Right. And published, and then even one more thing was there, right? Publish and then password. Okay, I think password and all is fine. Show tags. Okay, so doing so publish. Let's remove it from everywhere. Theme, I'll keep it as auto for now. So theme is auto, and show tags false for now. Domain list is empty. Footer text capillary technologies show powered by false. Google Analytics show certificate expiry true, and that's it, I guess. Yeah, let's check out similarly some other status page like I don't know Tata CRM. So if you just edit the status page, you should see, oh, show certificate expiry is actually false. Okay, then I'll just make that also as false for now. False. So we have slug, title, description, domain, icon, theme. So slug, title, description, logo, theme. Domain list is probably mentioned above. Yeah, domain list is used there, and then icon. So there's no okay. Logo is also a thing, right? So we need to see how to build logo. Okay. So logo. Oh, so I think they make logo actually. If the image data URL starts with data something, then you put logo something, or else icon is equal to this. Why do they put config.icon is equal to image data? I don't think it makes sense. You should have put config.logo, I think, right? Anyways, so if they ever use this, I don't know. Do they use icon anywhere? Add status page, icon is empty. And then it says config.logo. You need image data URL, which I'll give now. So image data URL, I think what we do here is by default in status in v. This is v1. Here, yeah. So that is v1. Sorry. So here, let's see how. Let me just close v1 maybe, because I don't need v1 for now. So this close it because I need v2 mainly. So in v2 you have logo clearly mentioning here this config.logo. So it's a fix, properly it's fixed. So image data URL. So here image data URL, image data URL is initially icon.svg, okay, slash icon.svg, and okay. So interestingly, config.logo will be taken up as that only. So order you give this. So let's keep both of them the same. So logo is slash icon.svg, not logo, icon or logo. Oops. um, should have had, I think for V2 it's I logo, it's not icon. Um, Let me see. Is it icon? Config dot icon? No. So it's config dot logo. So let me fix that first. Logo. And even here, let me just put as logo. I don't think it was there was a config dot icon ever. Just config dot logo, yes, and then that's it. So logo, and then auto refresh interval. We have that, yes. Theme we have done, description we have done, and show tags, footer text, custom CSS. Show tags, footer text, custom CSS. Google Analytics ID show certificate expiry, and this they'll automatically take, and that's it. Cool. So I think we have a good list of stuff ready. I'll just put this in here, right? Status pages, and I'll also give status pages with groups, right? Monitor groups. So I'll just say funds status pages with monitor groups, right? And here I'll say something like, so I want this to be JavaScript. Okay. So in JavaScript, so I'm just going to say something like maybe just use this. I'm going to say like this, and just say stuff like name, group name, and monitor. So basically, I need this, right? I need this. So monitor lists, it will be empty for now, right? So let me just remove all these, and we need a group name, yes. I'm wondering what's going wrong here. Expected comma. Oh, you can't have an array. Okay. I'll have this as a object. Sorry. This can be an array. Why can't this be an object? Expected semicolon. Why? Let me put this here to see what it is saying. I think it's fine only. It's weird that it didn't allow it there. I think OK is equal to, I think you have to put something like this. Anyways. Cool. So yeah, so group name we'll have so we just need to populate this, and then we are done, right? So how do we populate this? I think this is going to be an array. Just a minute. This is going to be an array of these. So let me say how we're going to populate these, right? We have the group name and the monitor list and all that. So there is INCRM, and then I'll tell you what now, like I said, slug. So here we'll have this. So I'll just put this in here. Let's say, oops, okay, cool. So we have these three, six, seven of them. Now what we'll do is I think we'll go through each monitor and actually get the like first we'll actually create the status pages, of course. So um, I think if you already have a status page with that thing, what happens? Let me check. So please input all fields, dispense status page. So and then store. So if there's an error, yeah, so callbacks, okay. I think it should be fine. Okay, so when you add a thing, initially the auto refresh interval is 300 and all. That's fine. So we can only call this once, so we'll have to delete the status pages if we don't want them to be there. So let's also create one thing to delete all the similar to how to have you have delete all the monitors. You'll have delete all the status pages. Delete all status pages. JS. And here we'll actually be having export all status pages. We'll have status page list and we'll have this, right? So and this will be there, and then we'll actually go through each status page list. So if you go through status page list, it will be like this. So if you say in, so this is the key, and you'll also have value if you open it up. So how do we delete a status page in v2? Is there a delete status page? Okay, you just give the slug and that's it. Slug to id, it'll get the id, and then served or entry page. If status page id is there, then entry page, if it is the default one. Okay, I don't know what that means, but okay. If the entry page is equal to this, then okay. Delete from, okay, so you just need to give the slug, right? Awesome. So and let's say this, so status page slug, deleting status page slug, and this will be called as delete status page, right? Cool. Status page event emission. Cool. Is there any reference of monitors? No. So can I simply run this and check it out? Let me just run my Uptime Kuma here, and let me just go ahead and cool. So I'll just set this up. And then say node delete all status pages. So it should say this. Interesting. So it didn't have anything, so it didn't throw an error. But if it has something, I think it will throw an error. and then we'll actually uncomment this. So wait, let me just go ahead and create a status page in this. So okay, so let's just delete this. By the way, as far as delete status page, do they delete everything? Status page, the groups, awesome. Yeah, incidents, everything, right? So I think monitor group should also be gone actually. Hmm. When they do save status pages, they put monitor group, right? See, is equal to this. This means monitor group store relation being. I don't know how that works. Why are they not deleting monitor groups? I don't know. Maybe I should ask that question. Questions, report issues. Let's say report issues, questions to ask. Why is monitor group not deleted during delete status page, right? So I don't know in V1 if they did it. Let me check. So delete status page. So yeah, even in V1 they didn't. Weird. Okay. Cool. So now we will create one status page. I'll just close this up for now. And let's just do this. I'll add one status page or two status pages. And I'll just say INCRM, right? And I think that's good. If I discard now, okay, so INCRM is still created. It's already created. Once I go here, it's created. So dashboard or status, manage status pages, is it? Yeah, so that's what we need to go to. If I just put say something like Tata CRM or something, let me put that Tata CRM something, Tata CRM. If I put next, it says edit. So now it's already created. Is that right? Yes, it's already created. Let me also add some stuff. Blah Tata, blue Tata, post, right? 1, 2, 3, dummy, info. Oh, there are like, okay, it will show the latest incident only, okay. And add a monitor, we can add this. And then you can add a group. Mongo something. Say Mongo. So we just do this. And then save. Okay. So now I can also check the database to see how it looks like. Show databases. So I need to go to Uptime Kuma. So connect, I think, or H. So connect. Okay, so I'm just connected to. I'll connect to Kuma. Right. Show tables. Right. Select start from incident. So you have these and select star from monitor group. You have these and also what else? You have group. Oh, it's keywords. Okay, and then you have status page. Okay, cool. So with that, now if I go and delete my list of stuff, it has a list of things. Okay, so it throws an error. It'll say throw this. It'll simply say it's deleting, but it wouldn't delete. Right? Cool. And next, I'll just make it delete. Right? So this is what we need. We'll see if it worked. So false. Ideally, we should start throwing errors. So I'll just say something like this. response no, response for deleting slug, status with slug, if response dot okay deleted slug successfully. Okay, else slug deletion failed. Throw error. Let's put this in. Response is this. Status page not found. Interesting. It was deleting. List of status pages. 1, 2. Oh, you need the slug. Okay. This was just the IDs. You need the slug. So let me get the slug then. This is actually status page ID. Okay. This one I can call it as status page list. Status page list. Right. Just call it as status pages, not list, because it's not a list really. And then const status page is equal to status pages of status page ID. Right, const status page slug is equal to I'll just say status page dot slug, right? So that should come up. For now, what I'll do, I'll just comment this and say const status page slug is equal to blah, right? Just to see these errors. I want to see these errors. Okay. So deleting status page slug, deleting status page slug. Okay, so it's gone, and then it's saying finding the response in this, and then error, right? Slug the thing, response. Okay. So I need to say Response for deleting, insert the field. Okay. So this is actually a JSON object. So response has to be like, I need to start putting the response in a JSON.stringify. JSON.stringify, and then see this, so that the errors are clear, right? So that is the error. Okay, false, status space is not found, response for deleting, blah blah. Alright. Here it was interesting that it showed it with colors. I'm not sure why it's showing without colors here. Anyways, so now I'll just remove this wrong thing and I'll just do this. Okay, so it deleted successfully. I'll just look for a ping and then I'll stop. So we don't have this page anymore. If I say edit and discard, it'll just say page not found. Great. And status incrm, again page not found, I think. Yep. Cool. Now I want to go and check out how things are here. Status page empty, group empty. Oh, monitor group. Oh, empty. I don't know how that worked. Anyways, incidents empty. Cool. Looks like it is getting deleted. I don't know how. Let me check this. I think delete from okay. Slug to ID, you get the ID. Exec this. Group status page. I think there's a cascade delete, is it? Cascade. No need to delete records from status page CNAME because it has cascade foreign key, but for incident it is hard to add cascade foreign key, so they have to be deleted manually. Okay, so there is some cascade foreign key, so it's cascaded, I think. So if you look at describe, maybe can you just describe or show table monitor underscore group? Okay, that's wrong. Table describe okay. You can also probably say, I think, show tables like pattern, show create. Where do we show create table? Show create table. I think there is a cascade. Yeah, on delete cascade, on update cascade. Yeah. So yeah, there's a foreign key and it's on delete cascade. Monitor group ID, monitor group ID. But still, it is hard to add cascade foreign key during migration, so they have to be deleted manually. Okay. Cool. So I think we know now, because cascade delete is there at database level. Questions. Cool. So now this and put this in here. So we have a way to delete all the status pages. Now what I'll do is I'll start adding status pages. first thing to do is I need to wait till all these status pages are added. Okay. I think I'm gonna start using that async thing, await thing. Um, hmm. So let me just commit this and delete all status pages is already done. Add script to delete all status pages. Okay. Cool. I'll just push these before I lose it. Okay. What were the last two things? Okay. So I need to start using async await and all that, I guess. So what I'm gonna do is once the model list comes in, I'm just gonna say something like just say function add status page, right? And then this should return a promise. Return promise dot new no. This dot all raise no that new promise. So add status page. This should get a socket, right? Execute a resolve and then word reject. Okay. Cool. So reject reason resolve comma reject and say something like socket dot emit and say add status page, and what we need for add status page is the title and the slug. So we'll get the title in the slug. Do we have the socket outside itself? Yeah, we have it outside. I think I should just leave it then. It's fine. So add status page, we'll just get the title and the slug because we don't need anything else. So title slug, right? So title slug and then callback. So we'll have the response, which will say true, successful added message slug. Yeah. There's an error, then it will give false and error. Cool. So here we'll say something like if response dot okay. Actually, I just want to show add right monitor addition response. Let me just put this in here. Let me put something like this here, right, so that we know what's going on. Okay, so here it is status page addition, status page addition response, status page added successfully, right? So we'll just say with status page slug status page slug status page addition response, or something like how we have it for here. Deleting status page slug response for deleting slug. Okay. So we'll actually just say log adding status page slug, and then slug, right? Res- Response for adding status page slug. Okay, and then just say deleted added slug successfully, and then the response is on stringify response, and then right, and then you get something like this is not needed on this. This is just other stuff. Error adding status page slug. Response is this, and what else? I think we can just resolve here. Resolve and say oh, you got resolve. I don't think you need to give any value here. But let's give a error. Instead of throw, I'll just say reject and then give this. Is there a semicolon anywhere? You don't need semicolon today. I don't want to add semicolon anywhere. I need to add standard linting. And okay, so reject. So here I'll say something like this one. Let it go on. I don't have. I mean, I'll have some monitors, whatever. I'll do this later. Here. For status, what is this? Is deprecated page of status pages, right? So here it's delete all status pages. Here it's status pages and all, but there we have the status pages already. Off is to say basically it's an element. So in would be it will be an key, but this is off. So value status page off, and then say something like, what does this say? I have to say const status page. Okay. This is status pages. Array. This is status page. Okay. If I put in, I think it'll make it as a integer. This is string. Okay. Cool. Off. And I'll say something like. Actually, I want to see what is in, because it has to actually be a index log status page. Status page example 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so it's still a string, I think. I don't know. And then off it. Anyways, so I'll just say off, and then I'll just say something like so processing status page, and then say this json.stringify, right? And then I'll just say try, and then await, add status page. You need the title, so status page dot title, and then status page dot slug, right? Catch. So this has to be a async then. Async, then it won't give an error, or else it will be like await expressions are only allowed within async functions and at the top levels of modules. Okay, so catch. I think you can just say catch error. And then throw error, right? Let's see if we can actually add this. I think if I add something that already exists, it will come up again, like some issue will come up again. Let me see first of all. Let's see if this works. Successfully added, okay. No errors. Cool. So let me see if I can actually find out these status pages. Manage status page. Cool, so I have it already here. If I try to add again, it should give an error, I think. Yeah, so now it gives an error. So, and it throws the error also. Reject error. So, error adding status page incrm. Response insert into the duplicate key entry. Cool. So with that, let me just do this. Okay. Okay. So add status pages. Maybe I'll just add status pages separately and then update status pages separately, right? So update or save status page example .js, right? And I will actually do this, and the status page list comes in. Once the status page list comes in, I'll do it, right? Instead of doing this when the thing comes in, I'll just say status pages to add, right? And this part I'll just copy it from here, right? I'll just say async here. Okay. So with that, I think this one I'll do it separate. So this is good by itself. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say add status page example. Right, this is good. Node add status page example. It should give errors. Okay, delete all status pages. Should delete. Okay, so this should be gone now. What is command E? Emergency. Reload. And now if you just delete, there's nothing to delete really, so it's all good. If you just add status pages now, it should just add. Cool. And if you reload, it should come in. Let me just do this. Add example script to add status pages. Okay. Final thing to do is update status pages. So once the status page list comes, I'll just go ahead and do this. This is deletion, right? No, I don't want deletion. I'll just do this. And here, I want it to be here. Under status page to be added. This to be added. On this. And status pages to add. No need. Here I'll say status pages with monitor groups. I'll say status pages to update or save, right? So let me delete everything and see if that also works. I'll do that. For now, what I'll do is I'll just call save and let's see if it works. Status pages to update or save. Processing. Here I'll actually call update or save. I'll just call it as save. Save. We'll call everything as save for now. Is to save. Right? So saving status page, right? So saving status page, response to saving status, error saving. Okay, cool. So while saving, what do you use? So basically you use just a minute. Oh, you need the list of things also. Okay. So this is to add, that is to save. So you need to save. I needed to add. For adding only title and this is enough. Maybe I should put that in. Maybe I'll just say status pages to save and there I'll just say something like what happened? Oh, there's a maybe this one. Since you need only slug and title, I'll just get rid of everything else. Okay, so then this is the config basically. Maybe I'll have the status pages with monitor groups, right? So this one will be for me for other stuff like just a minute, let me fix this first. Okay, come on, this one. Dead code, so I don't want it. Okay. We just need slug and titles. I think I'm fine. Remove dead code or dead data in add status spaces example script. So here I'll be saying something like, as only title and slug are needed or required to add a status page, right? Cool. Now here I'll say something like, let me read all the slugs. Oops, slug is also. I think this will be fine. And here I'll say this. Actually, this might just be this. Okay. So with that, so I'll say something like, so save status page is something that we need to put here. Save, add this is the only thing. Saved status page successfully. Okay. So for save status page, we need a lot of things, right? So we need the slug, we need the config, we need the image data URL. Okay. So we need the slug, we need the config. So this will be slug. Image data URL public group list. Image data URL public group list. Right? Okay. So here, I'll just say something like status page dot config dot slug. Yeah, config also should have slug. Awesome. So I'll just say status page here for now. Yeah. And then image data URL is basically just status page dot logo. And then this is basically status page of status page is with monolithic groups of public group list. I'll just call this. So public group list is equal to of status page dot slug, right? And say public group list. So this will then call slug config image data URL public group list, and then we have the response, right? So this is a promise, and we have an async await. Cool. So once you get the status page list, we'll just process it and we'll add it, right? So currently we have the list of status pages. Let me just say export all status pages. Internal cannot find module. Okay. Export all. Oh, it's in V1. Okay. Let's go to V1 for a moment. Node export all status pages. So we do have a lot of status pages, right? So now I'll just say V2 nodes. Okay. Node update or save status page example. Just a minute. Let me update these. Oh yeah. Now let's see how this works. Probably an error, or I don't know. It saved successfully. So I think, if you don't have any, then how does it work? Let's see. Okay, so public group list and all it gave. Okay. So let me delete all of the status pages and let me just directly save. Let's see how that works. So delete this word. So now if I add like update or save, yeah. So it says error saving status page error no slug. So you just can't save directly. You need to add first and then save. Cool. So let me add for now, and then next I'll just start having save. So just a minute. Um, I think I'll wait till this one has status page list, right? So, hmm. So maybe once status pages comes, I also want the monitor list basically. Um, because there's no point in saving this without the monitors basically. I will save this first. Save status page. I think okay, I'll add the monitor groups also here. I need to get the monitor groups basically separately. Probably that I can do, right? So yeah, that's better. I can just create that separately. So create monitor group example for status pages. Okay. So I'm just going to create monitor groups and I'm looking for this thing, right? So I basically want to create this. Basically start from export all monitors, right? I'll get this. So with this I'll just put the value there. So we have the monitor list, right? So list of monitors and all that. Okay. So I want status pages with monitor groups, right? So I'm just going to save this at the end. So once we have the monitor list, what we're going to do is we're going to just a minute. Okay, so here we're gonna 1 minute. Okay. Okay, so here I need to get the monitor and see if the monitor uh, is like I mean once I add the monitor, so this is going to be a V2 thing. So once I add the monitor, I'll actually have all monitors. There's a V2 thing also. All monitors V2. I have a list. Just a minute. It should be interesting. I remember having it. Yeah. In V2, you actually can see that there is this thing called path name, and then there's also this thing called path. So this is an interesting thing because now what you can do is so you can look for INCRM and then like under which group and whatnot. So wait, let me actually check this out. So I'm gonna add only things that are not basically you know, groups, right? So add all monitors. I think here also we have a monitor list. I think, yeah. So Anyways, this one I think I can save it. Here's an example. So add example script for update or say status page. So let's get that ready. So now what we'll do is so this is going to be monitor IDs, right? This is going to be monitor list or all monitors basically, right? This is going to be all monitors. Oops. All monitors, just monitors maybe. Monitors, right? Here what I'll do is for so you can have key value thing, right? So here monitor ID of, so this is going to be a constant. Monitors, it doesn't know what is the value of this, so what is the type of this, but it's okay. So I'm just going to look at the monitor ID and see if it's all good. Let's just do that once. Node create, right? It says monitors is not iterable. Oh, not off, sorry, in. So key, it's not iterable because it's not a array, it's an object. So okay, so we have the monitor IDs now. So we'll just say something like processing monitor ID and then say this, right? And now we'll check it out. Right now we have v2, so I'll look for group, no type. So type shouldn't be group, so it should be only HTTP or thing. So if the so we'll say const monitor is equal to monitors of monitor ID if monitor dot type equal to group, then continue, right? If monitor dot type is not equal to what do you say, HTTP and JSON query, basically we have HTTP and JSON query. Basically let me look at all the types. So yeah, I think we've done this before. Unique, so group HTTP JSON query. So only for HTTP and JSON query I'm doing. This is an example. So monitor dot type is not equal to JSON query, then continue, right? Now if it is a HTTP or JSON query, then it should come down, and now we'll add this to to these, right? So first thing that we'll do is we'll look for we'll basically look for this, right? So let me just say something like let me get this. How do you get lowercase? JavaScript string to lowercase, just two lowercase. Okay, cool. So this string to lowercase. Okay, so let me get the top level path thing, right, so that I understand what is going on. So if you look at the top level path, you'll notice that these are all like some level of like uh, usually something like INCRM or EUCRM or whatever. So I'm just gonna say something like um, once top level paths to consider. I'll just use this, right? INCRM, Tata CRM, EU CRM, US. Okay, why am I typing this one by one? I can just do this. Get this in here. Copy. Oops. Um, this in here. This. Okay. So I'll just remove this comma. So then let me just say something like top level. So there should be, if the path is not there, then I'm not going to do anything. If there's no path, that is monitor dot path, then continue. This is skipping groups, group monitors, skipping monitors that are not that are neither HTTP nor JSON query type. Okay, so I'm skipping monitors without a path. Ideally that should leave an error, but maybe, I'm expecting the path to be there. If it's not there, it's a problem. So maybe I'll just say throw error monitor ID monitor does not have a path field. Check if you are working with V1. V2 has path field for every monitor. Even if the parent is like something like null, there will be a path though, right? So here there's a path. So that's weird. Parent null. Okay. NCRM and monitor, unlike V1 which has a path name, unlike V1 which has only path name. Okay, so if there is a path and array dot is array true object, it's an error. Yeah, so you can find if it's an array. So by saying if it's not an array, then array dot is array monitor dot path, path field is of type not of array type, not an array, should be an array, and then if top level, what happened here? Oh, um, if top level first includes search element from index is includes the search element, includes uh, top level path, uh, this is monitor dot path of 0, includes top level path dot lowercase to lowercase, and then there is like basically you have stuff right, like in INCRM you have Mongo, Redis, Elasticsearch, and all. So you just add that. Then you have if monitor dot path dot length is not should be greater than equal to 0. Equal to 0. Oops, I need to join in a meeting, so I'm just going to pause this here and I'll come back in the next part. Bye bye.